Stanza 1. It says here, daar word in hierdie strofes op aksies en voorwerpe in die Eksamenlokaal gefokus. Okay, so this stanza over here focuses on the action and the object in the exam room. Okay. It says here, lines 1 to 3, haar skone klik hard op die hoofvloer, soos sy op en af stap, tussen rye troepstil banke, okay? So her shoes click loudly on the wooden floor as she walks up and down between the rows of quiet benches, okay? So guys, look at the pronoun, hard of sy, okay? It's telling us that the person that's walking up and down is a female, okay? A female teacher, okay? Vrouwelijke onderwijzer, okay? A female teacher is called an onderwijzeres. Okay, it is the person who invigilates, okay, an invigilator, toe is 'n gehoue, an invigilator, okay, the invigilator is a woman, is a vrou, okay, die onderwyseres loop op en af tussen die banke, so the teacher walks up and down between the desk, okay, and the word they click, okay, it's an onomatopoeia, okay, klanknaap woordsing of onomatopoeia, okay, it's an onomatopoeia, it is the sound that her shoes makes while she's walking up and down of the wooden floor, okay, so it says hier waarskynlik hakskone, okay, maybe it's her heels, we know it's her heels, okay, it's making a loud noise, harde geluid, okay, dit klink baie hard, want die lokaal is doodstil, okay, so it's making a lot of noise, it's clicking really loudly because the room is dead still, okay. It says here, a harde voetval word in die stil vertrek gehoor. Okay, so a loud stomping is being heard in the quiet room. Okay, we can hear her feet just going click, 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 click. Okay, and it says here, contrast tussen hard and troep stil. Okay, yeah, there's a contrast between hard and troep stil. Okay. It says here, contrast tussen hard and troep stil. Okay, so like there's a contrast between loud and quiet. We're talking about how quiet the room is and how loud the teacher's hakskone is. Okay, her heels. Okay, it says here, die vloer is 'n houtvloer. Okay, omdat dit waarskynlik 'n ou skoolsaal met 'n houtvloere is. Okay, so the floor is a wooden floor, probably because it's an old school hall with wooden floor. Okay, it says here, sy loop tussen die banke deur om te seker te maak die kinders skil nie of skryf by mekaar af nie. Okay, so guys, she walks in between the desks to make sure that the children are not cheating or copying each other. This is something that some of you guys do. Okay, sy maak seker dat alles vlot verloop of dat niks oneerliks gebeur nie. Okay, so she makes sure that everything runs smoothly and that nothing dishonest happen. Okay, just like cheating. And here in these 3 lines we find assonansie van die oorklank. Okay, the assonance of the oor sound. Okay, skone and houtvloer, and we have alliteration H of the H sound. Okay, hard houtvloer. Okay. Cool. Let us look at line 3, okay, versal 3, okay, troepstil banke, okay, it's a personification, quiet benches. Benches can't be quiet, okay? This is telling us that there's dead silence while the learners are writing. Daar's hier 'n doodse stilte terwyl die leerders eksamen skryf, okay? It says here, alhoewel dit sê troepstil banke, verwys dit na die leerders wat doodstil by hulle banke sit, okay? Although it says quiet benches, it refers to the learners that are sitting quietly in the desk, okay? It's not literally referring to benches being quiet, okay? Okay, let us have a look at this. It says here, daar is duidelik contrast tussen die onderwyseres, wie se skone mens kan hoor terwyl sy op en af stap en die leerders wat troepstil by hulle banke sit, okay? So over here, there is like a contrast between the teacher, whose shoes can be heard really loud as she walk up and down, and the learners who sit really quietly by their benches, okay? It says here, kinders kan nie rond beweeg soos die onderwyser nie, hulle word tot hulle banke beperk, okay? So the learners cannot like look around or move around, okay? So the learners cannot like move around just like the teacher, okay? They only need to sit still in their bench. It says here, sy sintuiglike waarneming. So die spreker gebruik haar sintuie om dink om haar waar te neem, okay? So here we have synesthesia present. The speaker uses her senses to perceive things around her, okay? First we have the sense of hearing, okay? Die onderwyser se skone wat haar klik op die houtvloer en kinders wat troepstil sit. So the teacher's shoes that is clicking very loudly on the wooden floor, and then the children being quiet, okay? We have the sense of hearing, and onderwyser se skone, die banke en hoe die onderwyser op en af staan kan gesien word, okay? This is visuele sintuig, or we can say sigsintuig, okay? So the teacher's shoes, the benches, and how the teacher walks up and down can be seen, okay? So that sense is sight, okay? And here we have an alliteration of the S sound in line 2. It is there to emphasize the tension that the learners are experiencing when the teacher walks up and down, okay? Because the teacher is making sure they're not cheating, okay? It's there to beklemtoon die spanning wat die kinders ervaar terwyl die onderwyseres op en af stap en kyk dat hulle nie kil nie, okay? She's making sure that you're not cheating, okay? And in that I think it's lines 1 to 3, yes, we find there in jabements, okay? Die een reël loop oor in die volgende reël, okay? When one line flows into the next line, okay? It is there to emphasize the movements of the teacher while she is supervising, okay? Dit beklemtoon die bewegings van die onderwyseres terwyl sy toesig hou. So like it's there to emphasize the movements of the teacher while she is supervising, okay? Sy loop die hele tyd op en af, okay? So this whole time she's walking up and down continuously on here, okay?